We're Jenny and Justin, and in this video we're camping on Denali Highway in Alaska. We're going to be hunting for grouse, foraging for food, fishing for grayling, watching the northern lights, and cooking over the fire. It is day one on Denali Highway, and as you can see, I'm at an absolutely beautiful lake. Jenny and I got in pretty late last night, so we stayed at Tangle Lake's campground here, just about 20 miles inside the entrance of Denali Highway. So I woke up this morning, I figured I was gonna do some fishing. I've got a fly rod here, and I'm gonna see if I can get into some grayling. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and make our way further into Denali Highway to find a really cool boondocking spot for tonight. Let's get some grayling fishing in. So I'm going to start out with my tried and true trusted method of the old black gnat and see how that does. Grayling are pretty aggressive and hungry creatures, and they will just about hit anything. So black gnat's usually a good place to start. Well, no luck this morning, but we have a lot of fishing opportunities ahead of us, and this is just the beginning. Just wanted to stop by here for a few just to give this lake a shot. So for anybody that doesn't know, Denali Highway is 135 miles, mostly gravel road that goes from Paxton, Alaska over to Cantwell, Alaska. And many years ago, this was the only way into Denali National Park, which would be quite the trek. It is a beautiful, beautiful drive, and if you ever come to Alaska, it's totally worth making the trip. One thing to note, however, is a lot of car rental companies won't allow their cars to be brought onto Denali Highway, so that's something for sure to look into if you're gonna make this trek. All right, we are packed up, made our way out of Tangle Lake's campground, and we are heading deeper down Denali Highway now. 110 miles to go to the other side. We finally found a spot after a bunch of driving, so I'm heading out this morning and seeing if I can get into some grouse, because I've been craving grouse strips for quite a while now, and this is prime time and prime location. I guess I should say grouse or ptarmigan. They are both up here. I think I'm gonna head over to those trees there. That looks like a good ptarmigan and grouse territory. Look at this. Blueberries. I didn't think there were still any little in here that are ripe. Oh, dude, there's a bunch of them. I mean, I'm only about 100 yards from camp. I'm coming back later and I'm going to harvest some blueberries. I'm seeing crowberries in here too. If you watched my mountain camping video, I picked a bunch of crowberries and made a jam, and they are delicious. So really good to know that they're ripe in here. We know what's coming ahead now. This ground's pretty treacherous to walk on at points. Really marshy, muskeg. And then you got these holes that go down quite a ways. That's probably a foot deep of water right there. So, you know me, I like to roll my ankle, and this is a prime location to do that. But not today, Satan. Quick trail snack. Oh, those are perfectly ripe. Look at that one. I don't know if you can see in there, but that's probably 2.5, 3 feet deep. I don't know if those mountains show up on this camera, so I'm going to switch to my phone so you can see this, but this is amazing. We got fresh moose tracks. I'm not moose hunting on this trip. I'm just looking for some grouse or ptarmigan, but it is prime moose season right now, and there's a lot of hunters out here trying to get their moose for the season. More moose tracks right here. Probably see that a little bit better. They're medium-sized. Looks like it was walking that way. Big old pile of moose scat. More moose scat. Definitely moose in here. So I'm looking up in these trees. They'll perch up 30, 40 feet sometimes. Also along the gravel roads, they have a sack that they have to fill with gravel. It helps them digest their food. Not seeing any yet. A lot of people don't know, but you can actually call in grouse. You just got to put your fingers together like this, put your mouth up to that spot, and you go, "Hey, grouse!" Didn't hear any return call. Guess we got to keep hunting the old-fashioned way. Well, that was a nice morning hunt. Unfortunately, didn't get anything, but this is just the beginning of the trip. And I just wanted to come out here this morning and see what the area looked like, but it's prime habitat. So I'm hopeful we're going to get some grouse or ptarmigan this trip. And I know we're going to get blueberries.
Got some war wounds from trying to set up the camera. Probably should have got that on film. That would have been pretty funny.
Try one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bit tart.
All right, time to pick blueberries. These are crowberries, very good. Similar to blueberries, but they have seeds in them. Not quite as sweet, but you can sweeten them up by freezing them. Or if you pick them after the winter, the snow thaws out, they're even sweeter then. But they're good even without that too. I made a jam in another video and it was tasty. There's not really another berry that looks like it that's poisonous, so not likely you're gonna misidentify and eat a poisonous berry in Alaska. Obviously do your own research though and make sure you know the other berries and poisonous plants in your area so you're not accidentally ingesting poisonous berries. Cool thing about crowberries is they'll actually winter over. They're a super hardy berry. And as a result of that hardiness, they have super high levels of antioxidants. And they're one of the most healthy berries in Alaska.
Take a look at that.
We're not trying to get a ton of them, not trying to stock up for the winter. We're just getting enough to make some jam and stuff on our trip here. All right, that was fun. We got ourselves some blackberries and blueberries, and I think we're gonna make our way back to camp and see if we can make a wild Alaskan berry jam. So while we were filming this video, we just broke over 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. We just wanted to take a minute to say thank you guys. It wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you.
For anybody that's new to the channel, we actually have a lot in store, and winter freezing temperatures is not going to be slowing us down.
We got a lot of stuff coming ahead. We got a lot of hot tent camping, snow camping, light riding, campfire cooking, bushcraft, northern lights, photography and viewing, and a whole lot more.
So thanks again, guys. We're amazed on how fast that actually happened, and we're happy to have you guys along for the ride. Today on Jenny's RV camping cooking show, just kidding, we need to get the stems and leaves and any icky stuff out of the blueberries and crowberries so we don't have none of that funk in our jam, because nobody likes funky jam, right? Funk it up while the beats are funkin', or however that song goes. I don't mind place to stay. Now that our crowburbs are clean, we're going to drain the water out and then prep them for jam making.
And with some white sugar.
Gonna try and get some of these smashed up. We forgot to bring some lemons just in case we might make some jam, but we do have some Crystal Light Mai Tai that I'm gonna put in there, and we're just gonna see what happens. Still a little tart, so we're gonna add some honey to it. Maybe. We got this mashed down pretty good, so now we're just gonna let it reduce and thicken up a little bit because we're not using any pectin or anything. Ooh, it smells so good in here, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Camper is smelling good.
I think it's time to head out and see if I can't get into a grouse. Didn't make it happen on the first time, so I'm gonna head across the other side of Denali Highway and try that side. So I just flushed a grouse right over there. Flew off that direction. They usually don't fly too far, so might be getting into one here. I missed him. Took off too quick. The grouse will actually stay within the same general vicinity for their entire life. So usually if you see one, you come back later, it's gonna be in that same area. I'm gonna come back through this thick set of trees here and see if I can't flush up another one, or ideally spot one in the tree before I flush it and get a good shot so we can get some grouse strips going. All right, look at that. Looks like we're gonna be eating grouse. Let's see if I can get a couple others. Oh, jeez. There's a moose right there. Cow moose. I don't know if that's a bull with her or another cow. I'm just gonna keep moseying on my way. That's how it's done right there. All right, I think I'm gonna call that good. 2 grouse should be more than enough for me. I'd call that a successful grouse trip. Well, it's a beautiful day. Kind of fighting a headache today, but I'm not gonna let that bring me down. We're in a beautiful place. The auroras were amazing last night. Jenny and I sat there for hours around the fire, just watching the northern lights and talking, and had a good breakfast earlier. Right now I've got the fire started up in the stove, and I'm gonna fry those grouse strips up and have some grouse for lunch today. And the heart. Four breasts and 2 hearts. I am going to cut these into strips, and then we're going to roll them in egg and some coating here, fry them up over the stove. Oh, look at this. I'm using Ritz crackers here for the breading. Lots of flavor, and it works really, really well. Just got to make sure to break them up really small. So now I'm just gonna roll my grouse in egg wash, roll it in the crumbs that we just made here, and set it aside, and then we're gonna fry it up. And there's our grouse strips. All right, there you go. Nature's chicken nugget. Dipped in a little bit of ranch for good measure. This is good. Got the heart. Tender, like super tender. You wanna try a bite?
It's actually really good.
For anybody wondering or kind of weirded out about eating the heart, it's actually the best piece. It's like a steak that's been cooked low and slow. It's noticeably more tender than the rest of it. Definitely the best piece. We are getting packed up to head on to our next spot. Migraine's gone away. I don't know if you've had one of those kind of rebound happiness things, but after a day of having a migraine all day, the next day I'm like extra giggity, feeling way good. So that's how we are today. Just getting the stabilizers brought up. I'm gonna hook up the trailer, head down the road and find another awesome spot. We found an awesome spot. Jenny's already sitting here basking in the sun. This is the best weather we've had yet, and we are right on a lake. And I'm gonna be heading down there at some point to do some fly fishing and maybe even take the kayak out. So we lucked out with this spot. Beautiful, beautiful spot. And I think we're gonna get set up and get ready to have some fun. Here's the lovely doe that's been rising. Look at that. Oh boy. Yeah, buddy. Look at these stretch we got going on there. Oh yeah. Oh man. All right, here's that jam that's been cooling in the fridge. And wild Alaskan blueberry and crowberry jam. Taste test, flatbread and wildberry jam.
Hey yo.
Dang.
That's like really unique.
I definitely can't do this bread every day because I wouldn't be able to fit out of this RV if I did. I think I'm gonna head out here and see if I can get into another grouse. Probably gonna be doing orange chicken over the fire tonight, and I'd like to try some orange grouse. Sounds kind of interesting. These thick alders like this are just prime bear habitat. You can come around on a bear real easy and not realize it till you're right there. So I'm making extra noise and talking here, particularly just so I don't startle a bear. Trying to be extra cautious here. This is grizzly bear territory, and I'm on a game trail here. Could be moose trail though. Hey bear. Hey bear, hey bear. Not seeing anything. Probably because I'm not doing that hey grouse call I tried out earlier. Well, I haven't seen anything. It's not exactly the optimal time of day either. It's just middle of the day that I'll probably hunker down, brush deep, and unless I come right across one and flush it out, it's probably not gonna happen. But I'm gonna make my way back to camp. Welcome to Trailer Cooking with Justin. Today we're gonna make some orange chicken and it's gonna be fantastic. First step is to get a table that's not too tall. You want something that's short so you have to bend over and put an arc in your back. Next step, mince up some ginger. Ow! Just kidding. Got soy sauce, water, brown sugar, and some garlic powder. Putting it all together, bring to a boil. Well, the induction cooktop's giving us a problem, so I guess we're moving back inside to finish this up. And a splash of soy.
While Justin is cooking, I just wanted to thank you guys for coming along with us. Also, we're curious what you guys do when you go out into nature. What kind of activities do you guys like to do? What kind of foods do you like to cook when you guys are camping? We just love to engage with you guys, so let us know down in the comments.
Teriyaki chicken, cauliflower rice, and veggies. Primo Italiano. Oh man, it is beautiful out there.
Thanks.
That's how you do it, gentlemen.
So we have some ripe bananas, and I figured why not make some banana blueberry bread. This recipe is pretty straightforward. We're just gonna do 2 cups of flour. It calls for some baking soda, which we don't have, so we're just gonna forgo that. Little bit of salt. Now we've got a 1/4 cup of butter and 1 cup of sugar. It says to beat it to death in a blender, but I don't have one with us. So this calls for 1 1/2 banana. In here we have 2 eggs, a 1/3 cup of vanilla yogurt. You can use whatever flavor you want. I actually added a little bit of cinnamon in here, and 1 1/2 mashed banana and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I'm adding it into the flour and getting it mixed up well. fold the blueberries into the batter. Want to make sure that we're not like super vigorous because you don't want to break the blueberries up. For the pan, I just coated it lightly with butter and then tossed some flour around there so it doesn't stick to the pan. I saved some of the blueberries to put on top, and I even added a little extra cinnamon. We're gonna pop this in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. All right, blueberry banana bread.
Dang. Jeez, thank you.
Coffee with a little bit of cocoa and cinnamon.
Too? You're a good wife.
Oh, I know.
Whoa, dang. This is what it's all about.
Oh, this did turn out pretty good, actually. We didn't even use the baking soda.
Yeah, it's got good texture.
Mm.
I think I am gonna make some yarrow tea. Got yarrow right here by the fire. This is yarrow. It's used for all kinds of medicinal purposes. You can use it for gut aches. You can use it to stop bleeding. You can mash it up and rub it on the wound. It'll help stop the bleeding. It works really well. All kinds of beneficial uses for this stuff. Also makes a great tea. Got about a tablespoon of yarrow leaves and some flowers. Gonna put it in there and let it steep for 7 to 10 minutes. I made this spoon on a solo camp out and set it by the fire so it stays warm. Fish out the leaves, a little bit of honey to sweeten it up. So fun fact, the scientific name for yarrow is Achillea millefolium. Actually gets its name from Achilles, the Greek mythology. Achilles used yarrow to heal the wounds of his soldiers. And Achilles' mother dipped him in the river Styx for invulnerability, held him by his heel, dipped him in, and the heel was the only part that didn't touch the water, which became his weakness. And that's where he ended up dying, is from a wound in his heel. So that's the connection between yarrow and Achilles.
It's been a wonderful day, but we're gonna call it a night and just sit here by the fire for a while until it dies out.
Well, it is a beautiful day. I had to put in a work day today, but I am free now and it's time to make our way out and get some fish. I found a lake just down the road from us. It looks like it's a perfect spot for grayling, so I'm gonna try my luck for the grayling again.
Come on, babe, let's go fishing.
All right, that's the spot. Well, I see the grayling jumping out towards the center of the lake, so I think I'm going to deploy the inflatable kayak, see if I can get out there to where they're at. Well, I think we're going to have to call it defeat again. Man, if I was relying on fishing for survival, I'd be a goner. Well, that's Grayling 2, Justin 0 for this trip. At least we got some grouse. So we made it back to camp and hung out for a while. It's getting time for dinner, so I think we're gonna do campfire pizza and a cast iron over the fire. So I need to find some dead standing wood to make a tripod so we can get to cooking. All right, I got 3 pieces of dead wood here, and I'm gonna tie these together into a tripod so I can hang that cast iron over the fire. Got the tripod built up there over the fire, and we're gonna hang the pot, get it preheated, and get that pizza on there. When you're doing this, you want to make sure to get coals on top as well, because if you don't, it'll just overheat on the bottom. So you want heat coming from top and bottom. All right, we'll let that preheat. Got some bread dough with pizza sauce on it, some sausage, onion, mushrooms, and some shredded up mozzarella cheese. And our oven now is preheated, so let's bake a pizza. All right, a little bit overheated. If it's smoking like this, it's a little bit too hot, so I need to raise this up when I put it back on. We're gonna let it bake there for 12 minutes. Well, as the pizza was cooking, I wanted to finish up my fork, and I had a little bit of casualty, so I call this a sork. It's a single fork. And the single place that it belongs is right there. Oh yeah. Woo! There you go, campfire pizza from scratch in one of the most beautiful places in the world. There's nothing better than that. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. We're gonna eat this pizza, relax, and make our way home tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. And if you like this kind of content, let us know by hitting the like button below and subscribe, because we've got a lot of cool videos coming ahead. Thanks again for watching.